Raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiance, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped out on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped out on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He was terrific a week ago, almost getting to 180 yards. It's the Raiders and the Browns, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Browns at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
The numbers for Njoku from a week ago: 6 catches, 69 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Well, coming into the game, the defense knew they had to provide an excellent pass rush, but not provide any gaps because he's really strong with his legs. How about that confidence booster there on the first defensive drive of the game? They know they can get to him now.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And a quick throw here, that's complete. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Returnable here from the 38. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in a victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. We look at this Browns defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We're scoreless after one. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right?
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Browns to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So out come the Raiders. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Mayer.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He finds Mayer here.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Back to throw again.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offensive need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their time. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that'll make it 13-7.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And running with power here. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. King going to look to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is taken at about the 14. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Right back to Njoku. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Raiders' 45.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
First down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 19 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll look to throw here. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw again. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he will have a Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Cleveland, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.